Hi and welcome back to my solo playthrough of 1565 St. Elmo's Pay. Unfortunately, I completely misread that card here, the Enraged Janissary. It clearly says deal 1 damage to 1 enemy in this card, Frontier. Unfortunately, I read it as if it would do damage to a Frontier. It's not correct. So I wouldn't really, maybe not even have played him, but this is something I'm not taking back. But I'm definitely not going to make any or do any damage to this Frontier, St. Elmo, so I will take this back. But this also means he didn't take any wounds. Of course, yeah, I could have assigned the wounds to basically those Maltese swimmers, for example, but because of the stout armor which is still in play, he would have more or less prohibited that wound anytime I do that. And really, this effect still here, the wound on those cards would still be there. So pretty much I'm taking this all back. So I might have passed one round earlier, but this really didn't come with any follow-up problems whatsoever, because again, he was also out. The valet couldn't play any more cards anyway. So I think apart from that, we should be okay now. With that being said, let's get to the next round. So let's draw our 2 cards. What do we have here? The Ottoman Sappers. Okay, I will have a look at those in a second now. And here we have Ditches and Trenches. That's an attachment, and those attachments can be pretty nice. Attached to a Frontier opponent, cannot move cards into this Frontier. Could be really nice if you can make sure by that you can win the last Frontier, for example. It's still relatively early to play that. Where is this one here? We definitely want to get this naval blockade out as soon as possible, because again, when we're attaching this to a Frontier, we get +2 might, and this helps us not just for the wedge phase or the Frontier phase in this game, but also when we are calculating our strength and trying to see if we can beat our objectives. So these can be really powerful. And deal 1 damage to this card. Yeah, here it is. Here, that's the card. Basically, the Ottoman Sappers. These, they do damage. And no, I cannot play this into this card row here, or into this Frontier. Of course, I could still move them. I think here with his commander ability, he allows us to move units around or characters around. Problem is, if we are tapping him, he wouldn't provide any more zeal points, and we definitely need some more zeal points. 2 more to go, and I think if we, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3 minus 2 exactly. This wouldn't be enough. This is really bad. I mean, I would like to bring this one out. We do have 2 resource points. Again, those guys also provide us 1 resource point. So we could play those Ottoman Sappers, actually. That's something to think about. On the other hand, I also want to get this attachment out. So maybe we want to play the attachment here and then play the Sappers to this one here. Maybe that's what we should do, actually. Maybe that's a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. So we will tap this and we will tap our tactic. This will come up with 2 of those resource points. Let's attach it to this Frontier here, like so. So this Frontier now has a might of +2. But again, it also helps us with our overall might strength. When it comes down to our objectives. Then it's over to the valet. And now he does have 1 resource point here. We are still on the normal mode, or this will change, but we are now at 0, but we have this +1 here from Balbi di Correggio. So we will play some more cards, I guess, or most likely. So let's see, that's a 2. Again, I will fast forward. No, we don't have to. Human Head, okay, that's an event. Action, deal 1 damage to 1 enemy unit. As we don't have a clear target here, we will go for this bar here. So the foe always targets bolt, then artillery, then range. If that's not possible, then I get to choose what gets hit. So we don't have any bar units out there right now. I think I really get to choose. And I guess we will go for those guys. Yeah, let's do that right now. I think that's okay, but they are right now our weakest link, I would say. Okay, this was already the action of the AI player, the valet. I could still play a card, but I don't really know if I want to do that at this point in time. So I guess I would rather want to pass. Next round, I really might consider playing those sappers or the heavy wheeled guns. Really start making some damage. Or doing some damage. I think this is key, but for now I will pass. It's back to the valet again. There are no ranged units, there are no artillery units, so the only thing that he will do is to play yet another card. So let's see. No, okay, that's the first card. It's a response. No, it's an action. Tire 1 card with a cost resource symbol. Because it's something we can't do, I think we will simply continue. At least that's how I understand. I mean, we really should do meaningful actions, right? I mean, otherwise it would really feel rather lame. I don't have any cards, that's the thing. Okay, what do we have here? Destroy 1 enemy navy. Do we have a navy? I don't even think we have a navy card. Destroy 1 enemy navy. No, we don't. So let's continue. Okay, maybe. Okay, you see, we have a hell of a lot more cards now that he might be able to play. Okay, he will not draw cards. He will play 1 card at cost. I think those discount things are also not being used. I think we have to continue going. What do we have here? Your opponent discards 2 cards of their choice. Okay, deal 1 damage to a frontier. I think this is something that we can do. And here I feel kind of confident we might be able to take this one over because we have the stronger might and we still have those sappers. So maybe we should go after this one because that's our goal anyway, right? Yeah, let's play it like this. And this now ends the round, or rather the deployment phase. So we are checking our objective. We still have 4, 5 points, -2. That's enough to take care of the last straw here, which means in solo mode we get to draw a card. I take that. Sanyak Cheddar. When played, draw 3 cards. Okay, yeah, that's, I think, something similar we already had. Celebrated fighter. This famous old soldier was determined to take St. Michael, but his brilliant clothes made him an immediate target and he was killed by Chevalier Pessoa, which caused great consternation to the Ottomans. Okay, yeah, he's strong. He's very strong. I take that. It's a character, but I will take this card. I mean, we could still use it to pay for more expensive cards. So yeah, I think we can get rid of this objective here. What do we have next? Okay, this is another might battle when destroyed. Okay, no. Solo when destroyed, draw 1 card. Meeting of the Divan. Suleiman makes plans to attack Malta, a strike at the heart. The Ottoman war machine swings into action in the most ambitious maritime adventure since the Crusade. Okay, that's what we are going to do then next. But we also know for sure that basically this gets done too. What's his next? Another might battle to Romegas captures the Sultana. Okay, so let's untap all our cards here. Let's not forget to advance this. We are now in round 6. Okay, we are now at a +1, plus the 1 here. So he's now also playing cards with a strength of 2. We will go down soon, relatively certain about that. Okay, now we are moving into the next round. We don't have to discard down to 6, so let's draw our cards. Oh, another heavy wheeled guns, we know those. And what do we have here? Thorough preparation, another tactic, response. Okay, that's a response card. We still have to pay for it. When a unit or character is dealt down. Okay, tire when it's used. Okay, when a unit. Oh no, it's a tactic. Tire when it is used. So we can continue to use it. It's pretty much similar like the stout armor. Yeah, it's basically the same card, but on the Ottoman side. Okay, that's for 1. Not terrible. Really not terrible. But okay, what's the plan for this round? We have a might battle, or our objective is a might battle here. Yeah, we still have a long way to go. So we definitely want might points. We have 7, 8, 9, -3. That's a 6 we need. So we will be able to get rid of this objective in 1 blow. Is it? That doesn't sound right. 6, 7, 8, 9, -3, that's 6. No, that's enough. So if we are not losing any cards this round or units this round, we are in a pretty good shape actually. But so will be the valet. So I'm not sure if we should now start playing some cards just to get rid of stuff, you know? really slowing him down. I think that's the only chance we have making it to the Great Siege of Malta before he does. I think that's our chance right now. And yeah, we still have those sappers, right? So with the sappers we could continue doing damage, and it gives us 1 more point. So let's say we are losing a card with 1 point. Maybe we still have, I think we should do that. But if we play this now here, we have to tap this card. We don't have to tap this card actually. We have this one here, that's 1 point, and we can still play cards. We can still play cards. If we really want to be sure, we can get rid of it. And I think we do. I want to get rid of this guy here, so we will discard him. And this has taken care of this card. Yeah, I think that's what we should do. Over to De Valette. Keep in mind, he's now playing cards with 2 or worth 2 resource points. So let's see. Okay, that's a 1. That's an attachment. I'm pretty sure he will play. Attached to a unit, it gains seal +1. Yeah, he will simply play this card. Moral Praising Parades. And interestingly enough, the AI rules say they're playing the attachment into the same row as the enemy leader. So I think it has to go to those Maltese swimmers. So now we do have an incentive getting rid of those guys. Problem is, it's really tough because of the stout armor here. But okay, this was his card. It's back to us. I could start doing damage to the frontier here. Now I really can do this. Pulverized, it's not Bloodlust. Bloodlust is against enemies. Pulverized is for against frontiers. But I really want to go for this objective here. And again, he still will play a card, and the next one is a seal one. Though I could really start doing damage then as a next round. So for this round, I really do want to make sure we have enough firepower on the battlefield here to take down this objective. Yeah, I think I would really love to activate the enraged Janissary, but the problem is, again, with his stout armor, he will protect his Maltese swimmers anyway. This is really such a tough call, but I guess I will pass, yeah. So again, there's no artillery, no ranged unit, so we will simply keep or deploy 1 final card in this round. So let's see, here's a 2, keep that in mind, that's a 1. That's also an attachment. Attached to a unit, it gains might +1. Ugh, are you kidding me? That's a bad card for us right now, I believe. But I guess again, it will get attached to those Maltese swimmers. It has to be, it's a unit, right? Attached to a unit, yeah, those are units. And I think you can have more than 1 attachment actually. There is no rule that you can have only 1, and that's how I understand it actually. So if I'm really wrong, if I should attach it somewhere else, personally I don't think I would attach this to this 1 card if I would play it. But again, the rules clearly say play into the same frontier as the enemy leader if possible. I'm the enemy leader, otherwise player's choice. And yeah, there is a unit. Again, it can have more than 1 attachment, at least that's how I understand it. So I think let's go for it. Let's do the objective phase. Again, let's do the math here. It's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minus 3. That's 7, more than enough to take out the meeting of the Divan here. Awesome. So we get to draw another card, which is good and bad because we have to, we might have to discard something here. That's an event. The long-barreled arquebuses. I don't know how to pronounce this. Action: destroy 1 enemy, non-leader enemy with seal 1 or lower. Which is a bummer. I cannot take out those swimmers here because they have a zeal value of 1. So maybe there is a reason to assign more than 1 cards to those. Oh, this would be a perfect card. But it's not dealing damage, which means we are really destroying it. So that he cannot use the stout armor. Definitely something. I think that's a good card. I take that. That's a pretty good card. And this has basically been taken care of. We will see another seal battle afterwards. Basically, we need 6 damage points. They all have 6 damage points. Yeah. But they also come with some defense points. I really have to up my zeal at some point in time. Then we do the same for De Valette. So that's 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not enough. Awesome. Which means he's still trying to capture the Sultana. Oh, that's amazing. And again, whatever damage he's doing, it will not spill over in any way. So we are basically 1 round in the lead right now. I'm pretty sure we will not make this one here in one go, but at least, oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty amazing. It definitely will not be enough, pretty sure about that, but that's still pretty helpful. What do we have afterwards again? Yeah, that's another might battle with a 3. Okay, I take that. The departure ceremony. Okay, let's advance. Okay, it's still a 1. That's good. I mean, look here, that's the king. King 5. Sure. Then we are moving into the next round. The cool thing is now, we do this hand check first before we draw cards. We are at 5, so we don't have to discard down, and only now will we draw our 2 cards. So we don't have to draw down right now. That's another attachment attached to a character and gain seal +1. That's so perfect for the upcoming round. Cool. That's so cool. Let's keep it here. We really need to play this. Prayer rituals. And what do we have here? An event. Muslim convert deflection. And he's clearly not happy here. Take control of an enemy infantry and place it in the same frontier on your side. Are you kidding me? It needs to be an infantry unit. Oh. We do have one actually, but unfortunately those Maltese swimmers, those are, no, this is not an infantry, it's a militia. Those galley slaves, that's an infantry unit, very weak, and they don't really help me. That's a great card, but I think we cannot use it right now. Okay, but it's our turn. Yes, we want to activate those Ottoman sappers, right? Yeah, activate, action, pulverize. So they take a point of damage. There is a damage token. And again, this allows us to do 1 damage here onto this frontier. It's pulverized, so now it really do count. Interesting. Then it's over or back to the valet. He still has 2 resource points, so let's see. Okay, yeah, that stuff. It's character. Don Constantino, Knights Commissioner, Order of Malta. Yeah, it's another character. When played, Scholar, no, he doesn't go for any of those cards, so he will simply play this card, and I guess he will play it here, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think that's the case. So he will go in here. Right now he doesn't do anything to us, but of course his might is now increasing incredibly. So he will really speed things up significantly. So I really have to start taking out some of those guys. Again, the problem still is the stout armor here is really a problem. I want to get rid of this Francisco Balbi di Correggio. So I will play or tap this card in order to generate 1 resource point, right? Yeah. I mean, we still have a card. We have an effect on this, right? Destroy this card and play 1 card for free. Let's not forget about this. That's pretty cool. But for now, we want to hold on to this. We will simply use it for a resource point, right? We need to come up with 1 more point. And I think I will get rid of those ditches and trenches. Could be a powerful card. Maybe I'm not seeing it right now, but I have more interesting things to do. So we have 2 resource points. We will then, yeah, we will play the long-barreled, I think this guns here. Destroy 1 non-leader enemy with seal 1 or lower, and I guess, yeah, we have to do that. We will kill this guy here because he brings 1 resource point, so let's get rid of it. In a normal game and also for the solo player, now those gaps would close. That's not true for the foe. Those gaps will remain open, so because, yeah, he definitely wants to have his enemy leader at the way back here. Okay, nice stuff. So we have played this card, then it's back to the valet. And again, he's now down to only 1 point. I mean, that's definitely something, but let's see about that. But yeah, okay. Maltese militiaman. This is a unit, it's an agile. They're not using the agile thing. No, they are not. So they were simply being played into the gap we have just created, but I think that's still worth it. I think that's okay. I think I will play another card. We will go for the prayer rituals here, and we'll assign this to Ali Portage Bay. We need to come up with 1 resource point, of course. I could tap those, but I want the seal point here. I think we have 2 of those artilleries here. Could be also a bad mistake, but I will discard it for this 1 resource point. And yeah, pretty much this gives us 1 extra zeal point. Again, we need zeal for the objectives, but later on there also, when we're moving into the frontier phases, so when we really finally reach the siege of Malta, then we basically have 2 kind of battles. We have a might battle and a seal battle, and the side who is doing better in these in each of those categories will then be able to do some damage to the frontiers. But then this also means he's going to play 2 more cards, 1 now and 1 when I'm going to pass. But okay, that's something I have to live with, and that's another 1. Yeah, he still has it 1 point here. Musketeers, or Mouseketeers if you follow Tom and Jerry, and that's now really a range unit actually. And I think now I have to, I think that's bad. I think that's bad. They will play this in the same row as my leader, most likely. Yeah, I think so. Yep. That's the thing. So we will place them here. Normally they would go in here, but because my leader is there, they can reach him because they will have a range 2. 1, 2, and 3. Bam! They will deal 1 damage to 1 enemy up to 3 rows away in this card's frontier, and they will not take any damage this way. So I have to start moving my leader out, because otherwise after 9 rounds he will be toast. Now that was a bad card actually, and I believe the Ottoman player, they don't have a lot of those musketeers or ranged units, so this is really something where you have to adapt your strategy somewhat, as far as I remember at least. Okay, then it's back to us, and I guess we are simply going to pass. On the other hand, we could now move away. On the other hand, then he would be tapped, and then we don't really generate a hell of a lot of resources. So I think I will suck up this damage at least 1 time. It may sound bad, but I still, yeah, let's do that. So I will pass. So let's check what he's doing, because now we will see something different. We do have, we don't have an artillery card, but we do have a ready range card to use its range ability, unless at the Great Siege of Malta objective, which we are not. So again, those will be tired in order to do damage 1, 2, 3 to our leader here, Mustafa. But that's okay, Mustafa Pasha, he's now hurt. There aren't any more of those. He still will play a card, but again, the good thing is he only has a 1. Okay, that's a 1. That's incredible. I mean, with 1 resource point, things are really different. Destroy 1 enemy artillery. No, I don't think we have an artillery. This is really a bad card. Are you kidding me? Stolen siege tower. What are they doing to our siege towers? But yeah, no, we don't have, so he will continue. That's a 2 again. I might fast forward unless I'm finding something soon. And here we are. Okay, that's another attachment. Attached to a frontier. It gains might +1. Navy cards can no longer be played into this frontier. Oh, that's bad actually. And again, this card goes in here, but I will do it like this or so that we don't forget. So he has a +1 here at this frontier too. We must not forget that. Okay, oof, tough one. But that's pretty much the end of the deployment step. We will go into our objectives. Again, we are fighting a zeal battle. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, -3, which generates 1, 2, 3, no 4, right? 7 -3 is 4. But again, it's not enough. We know for a fact that he will definitely make this objective here. Let's not count that, so that has been taken care of. And then he's fighting another might battle with a 3 and a 6. Romega strikes again. Romegas continues raiding Ottoman ships. And this time captures the governor of Alexandria. Suleiman is furious. Interesting. Yeah, he might be able to make it also in one go, and then he pretty much would have caught up. I need to check if there is anything I can do about that. That's our only hope, being faster than he is. So he will increase. So now he's at 2. But good thing is the Bulby is still out there. I take that. And yeah, then we are moving into the next round, I guess. Okay, we have to untap those. What are those? Yeah, ranged units here. And then yeah, let's draw some cards. Don't have to discard down, which is a good thing. What do we have here? Romelian Adventurous unit. Relentless. Okay, we can play them from the top of this card pile. Not a bad card with 1 and 2. That's not too bad actually. And here we have another unit, the Levied Man, also relentless. Oh, unless sacrifice, this card can be played from the top of the discard pile for 7, which now means we could, that's interesting now, we could use this card now to pay for another card, put it on top of our deck, and then from there get it out for free. I have not seen this card. Think that's pretty cool actually. But yeah, our main plan or goal for this round is to slow him down, right? But he has really a lot of those might points. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, no problem. I'm pretty sure there is no way that we can somehow... I would really love to take out those Maltese swimmers, but again, the stout armor, that's a bad card. It's really a bad card. He will protect this card like crazy now. But these were, I think that's 2 might points plus 2 zeal points. That's really a strong card. I don't think I will be able to slow him down properly. So I have to... It's so tough. But anyway, let's play another card. So we will tire those resource generating card. I will spend this card here again. It comes, unless sacrifice, this card can be played from the top of the discard pile. Perfect. So let's do that. So these were 2 points, which means, oh, okay, yeah, we have to think about that. We have 2 points, so we will definitely play the, Thor of Preparation here. So this tactic card, which again is pretty much the same thing like he does with his stout armor. So we can pretty much dodge 1 wounded. When a unit or character is dealt damage, prevent 1 of that damage. Nice. So yeah, let's try not to forget this card. Over to the Valet. It's back at 2. So again, I might fast forward. No. Here we are, Bastion Walls, an event. Unit gains might +2 until the end of the round. Doesn't really help him, but I think he will go for it anyway. So he will simply play it here onto those musketeers again. No, it's an event actually, so I'm not sure if they also follow the same logic. We have to assign it to a unit until the end of the round. Does it really matter? Yeah, let's diversify this. I don't know, let's assign it to this card here. Yeah, let's do that like this, and it will be gone anyway. And then again, it's back to us. Let's start hammering this frontier here with our Ottoman Sappers. Deal 1 damage to this card and to this card's frontier. So now it's really... No! Oh, now I really... Oh, nearly. I missed that. No, of course. We'll play this card here. Unless sacrifice, this card can be played from the top of the discard pile, which it currently is. So let's bring it out just for the laughs. And yeah, we will play this card here into this row. Yeah, I think that's perfect. So this was our action. Now we are moving back to the Valet with 2 resource points. 5, 4, 3. Again, Maltese militiaman. Okay, no, they will simply go down here. And I think I have to rearrange my stuff. That's another point. Of course. And the later we are, he will start replacing his characters or units on the board. So they will get more powerful over time, which is really the main reason I have to keep going, but I think this will be a pretty tough call actually. Yeah, we just played this card here, so why not? Let's do some more damage. Right now I'm doing this, so they take another point of damage, which means they're out of here. But oops, that also means that Sanglea has taken the second point of damage from our side. 8 more to go. Awesome. And then some more 8 points here, and then we will win the game. Easy, right? Back to the Valette. And actually I forgot those guys. Yeah, I was such a flow. So normally when he would do that, he would have done this one here before. But right now it's still okay, because next time we are passing. Now he's doing the damage to our leader. I will use my Thor of Preparation, which means we are okay. And now it's back to us. He really should have done that at least, I believe, a round before. So really apologize for that. I think this should have been his very first action this round. But I don't think it would have had any effect on my decisions anyway. And I still have one more point of resources here, and I could, but do I want, yeah, we could take over these Maltese militiamen, but let's hold on to this right now. We still have this heavy wheeled gun here actually, but for 3, no, I will pass. Let's pass. I know I should play it quicker, but yeah, let's not do that. No, we will pass, which means now he would also activate artillery, range units and whatnot, so he's simply going to play it another card. That's 2. Yeah, we already know this one actually. Yeah, deal 1 damage. Okay. I think it has to go in here, because these replacement rules only count if basically the battlefield is full, which is now the case in here. And I believe the order of things now does matter, because we already checked for ranged attacks and artillery cards. Then we didn't have any end of round abilities, and now we played this card, and I think he's not going to shoot this round at least, which could at least give us, I think that's okay. I think that's a good one. So let's hold on to this. Awesome. No, this was good. This was really good. So we are moving the resource wheel one more step, but let's move into the objective phase first. And we know we will both make it actually. It's kind of lame. So we will get to draw a card. That's at least something. So let's do that. What did we get? Practical Engineering, an event. Play 1 artillery card for free, or deal 1 damage to every card on both sides in 1 frontier. That's not terrible. Both things are not terrible. Cool stuff. That's a pretty amazing card actually. And then we are landing at Malta actually, finally. Okay, it's another might battle, but we also know he's going to make, I mean, he has 25 points or so. And here, oh, La Valette summons the Knights. That's another Seal battle, but I think even in respect to Zeal, he's not doing too bad. I think he has to get rid of this card now. Didn't doing a lot of good. We will untap all of our units and whatnot. Same is true for the Valette. And then last but not least, we will move into round 9. Oh, he's still at a 2. Okay, that's something. Okay, I think I might be able to work with that. Let's do one more round, I think. What did we get here? Crack snipers. Okay, when played, marksman deal 1 damage to 1 non-enemy leader. Okay, he could prevent this with his stout armor, because that's a damage point. But still, it's okay-ish. It's not terrible. And what do we have here? Battery guns. Okay, that's another artillery. 1, 1, and 3. Deal 1 damage to this card. Yeah, okay. Pretty much a similar thing like this one, but this does have more of those might points. Okay. We are first now, and I believe I really want to get those guys here. And there is a way how we can do that. By using the Muslim Convert Defection. Take control of an enemy it's infantry. It's not a unit, it's infantry. You're kidding me. Why do I have so cool cards in the deck, but my opponent doesn't have the infantry units? I mean, what do I want to do with those galley slaves? Of course, yeah, it would be very powerful, I get it, blah, blah, blah. But this was really sounded like such a cool plan, and now it's not going to work out. So maybe it's time to play this event here, right? For one. So we will tap our resource generating card for this practical engineering. Play one artillery card for free or deal 1 damage to every card on both sides in one frontier. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's play the infantry card. And yeah, should we now go for the heavy wheeled guns or should we go for the Ottoman infantry? Because again, this also comes with them. No, let's go with the heavy wheeled guns. We will go in full force. Nice. Okay, I take that. Cool stuff. So that was our go. Oh, will not forget, he's going to activate a ranged unit. He will do damage. I will not prevent it. I think right now I'm okay with Mustafa Pasha taking some beatings, at least for now. That's okay. Now it's back to me. And again, I do have to start making damage here. So I will tap this card. It takes a wound, right? Yep. That's the thing, and it deals damage 1, 2, and 3. He has to do his stout armor. Here I'm really not sure what he is trying to protect. This is really unclear now, because he could simply say he will protect those guys or this guy, maybe not this guy. I think let's simply go from left to right. I may really do this wrong, so he will use his stout armors to deflect this damage here, so they're not taking a wound. He takes a wound, and he takes a wound. That's at least something. And yeah, that was pretty much our action. We'll activate those, this ranged unit here. They will try to hit him, but now we are going to use our Thorov preparation to not take that damage here. I think he can be really powerful actually for the seal battles to come. And that was pretty much... yeah, this was the Valet's action. And I guess now it's time to use the Enraged Janissary, right? Deal this card 1 damage to deal 1 damage to 1 enemy in this card's frontier. Yeah, let's do that. So this card is out of here, but this means this card is gone. Cool stuff. So those cards go first. It doesn't really matter in the solo experience, but yeah, we have taken care of 3 cards with 1 shot. I think that might be worth it. Again, we are not refilling the empty spaces here. That's again a little bit different compared to the multiplayer game, the 2-player game. But that was pretty much our action. Back to the Valet. Now he's going to play some cards actually. That's a 2. He will be able to play this character. Cavalry. This card gains might +1 whilst in row 3. Yeah, I think he's not going to get there because of our replacement rules. If he wouldn't have taken care of it, then maybe he might have a choice, but I think in this case you really have to fill in those gaps here before. I think I have to take a risk now, but I'm going... oops, this is not stable. This was round 9, I believe. I think I might pass now. Again, it is a risk. I could still play some cards to make it extra sure. Maybe I should do that. But they're all so expensive. On the other hand, if I play this Muslim Convert, could play it for 2 cards actually. Only 1. No, let's pass. We will pass. He's not shooting any guns, artillery, whatnot. He will simply play another card. So yeah, let's see about that. So here's still 2, and that's a 2. And yeah, of course. No, that's a different one. Does he use tireless? I think... oh, he may actually. Always used unless the foe is at the Great Siege of Malta objective. Yeah, he's going to use that ability when he's playing that, and he's going to replace lower valued cards now. And there is basically a long list of stuff, but I think he would now replace a card that is not tired actually. It's already card in the front here, so now he's checking for artillery. Here we do have an artillery, so I think he's going to replace this card here actually. I think he does. Your opponent discards one card from that deck. I think that's not too crazy. But they're all cool actually. But they're all also expensive. So I will going to discard this card here. Yeah, because in theory we could play it from the next turn. And that's pretty much already the end of the round. I believe this might be okay actually. We are going into our last seal objective. So seal, right? No, it's battle, of course. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, it's exactly right. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, exactly enough to take out this landing at Malta objective. That's amazing. I believe he may not be able to do that. We still get a card for that. Pretty cool stuff. Spahis, looks like a Roman. Cavalry, this card, okay, well, yeah, basically the same thing. We want to put it into row 3, which we can do actually. Oh, okay, this might be an interesting round coming up. So let's do the same. He's now fighting with a seal objective. So let's see, 3, 4, oh, he's really not good. 3, 4, 5. Really, only 5? Yeah, I think that's what it is. 5 is great because he will only make 2 points worth of progress. And he needs 6. I take that. We are now at the Great Siege of Malta. So let's have a quick read here. Was it really the greatest siege, greater even than Rhodes? Catherine de Medici. Yes, madam, greater even than Rhodes. It was the greatest siege in history. Knight Commander de la Roche. Whew, okay, we are now at the Great Siege of Malta, which means we will see our first frontier step. And I'm really tempted to keep going now. Yeah, let's keep going. We don't have to discard down, so let's draw 2 more cards. What's a unit? Oh, also a 0 unit. Ottoman gunners. When played, deal 1 damage to 1 non-enemy leader. Huh, that's tempting because it could force him to use his stout armor. And then I could use my artillery. Interesting. Let's think about that. And here another unit. That's pretty cool about. He really has a lot of those 0 valued cards. Our Mustafa Pasha. Converted Christians, Bloodlust. Deal this Kaya 1 damage to 1 enemy in this card's frontier. Very nice actually. So it's a 1-off. But oh, this could really turn out to be great actually. Do I want to play these Spahis here because they would give me a plus or basically a 3 strength in the right row? Maybe I really should do that. Problem is, St. Elmo is very strong. We do have 6 points here. That's not bad. But here we have 1, 2, 4, 5. So we are only doing 1 point of damage during the next frontier phase. And it's not so different down here at Sanglea. I mean, we have a +2 here. That's okay. Oh, I'm pretty sure I've forgotten the +2 for my last card, actually. Okay, but whatever. So we have 2, 3, 5 in this one here. And he has 6. So playing this one here would bring us to 7. It's really going to be a very long battle, it seems, actually. And those guys will shoot for sure. Of course, I could still play the artillery here. We still have an artillery. And we could take out maybe at least this guy. But he will get replaced anyway. So maybe I really should think about passing relatively soon. So I guess I will most likely play my cavalry here. I think we really need some cavalry here because we already have started doing some damage here. I think that's crucial. Up there, we have to see about that. I think the one at Birgo down here, that's a lost cause. So we will go for this tactic here, which will generate 1 resource point. We want to play those guys. That's row 3, which means they have a 3, which means I think we can place one here. And I think I keep forgetting we have those things on this side. We can use those guys. Let's place them on our side. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll also do something like this here. I think this really helps. Cool stuff. I really should use the components actually. We still need to discard one more card, and these are great actually. Let's get rid of those snipers here. Yeah, we will discard those. So that's 2 points. We have played our cavalry. Okay, sorry for the long talk, but yeah, this is now really getting into a very interesting phase. He will now activate his snipers, so we are going to do this. We will suck it up. I really don't have any problems sucking this damage up. Of course, 6 more and we have lost the game, but let's see about that. Then it's back to us, and now I really might consider we could pass, because the longer I wait now, I'm in the lead. I'm really in the lead, and he most likely will not even make it to the Great Siege of Malta next round, which means I have 2 rounds which I can use to prepare. The longer I go now, he will continue playing tougher cards, and I think, yeah, he should be at a 10 now. I forgot that, sorry for that, but he's now at 3 resource points, so I think I will pass. Or should I use this artillery here? Again, he will most likely prohibit this damage here. Yeah, definitely he will prohibit. They will both take a damage, so this artillery doesn't help me right now. Yeah, let's not do that. No, I will pass, which means he will activate his marksman. We will use our preparation card, so we are pretty much evading this damage. There aren't any more of his ranged abilities, right? This is not ranged. No, it's not, but this is an infantry. I didn't see that. Oh, Marcus, you need to pay attention. Okay, maybe I can still use it. I think I might still use it later on, maybe. Okay, that's okay, that's okay. So he will continue to play a card now, just one with a resource value up to 3 though. Okay, that's a 2, and that's a tactic. Okay. 1 unit or 1 character gains seal +1. Solo Jean Parizeau de Valette gains seal +1. Okay, yeah, which is... Oh, this could be bad. This could be bad. So we will simply attach it to him. We will put this seal here, so I'm not forgetting this. Yeah, this is terrible actually. And then we are moving into the frontier phase now. We are the only one at a frontier. The problem is I really forgot that. Yeah, we are not doing the might combat here. That's definitely something to keep in mind. Yeah, of course. Because it really says only perform this step if both players have the Great Siege of Malta objective in play at the start of this round. We have not. We have not. But this means we are going into the zeal combat. This is something that's still going to happen. The real, let's say, physical combat really only apparently can take place when both armies are at the same location. But we are already preparing ourselves here, which means now for each frontier in order St. Elmo, St. Leia, then Birgo, the players resolve a zeal battle. Each player sums up their total battle value of zeal of already cards they control at that frontier, and then yeah, basically if one has a higher one, then the player deals 1 damage to that frontier. If 3 are equal, then 0, then each player deals 1 damage. The thing is, a seal battle cannot do damage if you're not there, or you cannot do damage to a frontier if you're not there. So even if he has more zeal points than I would have, then he still doesn't win them. He simply can only prohibit me doing some damage. So let's see about that. Again, maybe it's not that big of a deal. So we have 4 zeal points here. He has 1 zeal point, which means St. Elmo takes a damage. And it's really exactly 1 damage at this point in time. Unfortunately, I think here it should be really clear. It's 1 versus 4, which means, but he cannot do any damage. That's at least something. So that's pretty much a wash. And I think the same down here. We have 2, he has 1. So yeah, we are in fact doing 1 point of damage to Birgo. Okay, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I really forgot that actually. I really thought that also during the range, during the normal might battle, we would be able to deal 1 damage to those frontiers. Yeah, unfortunately, I was incorrect, but okay, it is what it is. Then we are moving into the objective phase. Of course, I'm already at my objective, so nothing's gonna happen there. He's still fighting a zeal battle, so it's 4, 5, 6 minus 3, it's 3, yes, which means he only does 3 more points of damage to his objective. interesting, really interesting, where we are not getting any more cards, but maybe I'm somehow able getting some more powerful cards into play in respect to Zeal, because the next round we will also do only some more damage to St. Elmo, and Sangleia will not, it's not gonna happen, unfortunately. Already switched to round 11. He still has 11 points, 3 points, sorry, for deployment. We are getting to draw 2 more cards. Red Surcoat, destroy 1 non-leader character. That's okay, I take that. That's only a character, unfortunately, and 1 more card here. That's a character. Tire 1 non-leader enemy in this card's frontier. Doesn't really help me. Doesn't really help me at all. Of course, yeah, maybe 1 non-leader enemy. Okay, it's an enemy, so this could be also our musketeers, for example. But yeah, what's our game plan now for this round? I think I need to prepare for the upcoming might battle. So I still have an artillery here. And maybe we should play it out, right? So we are again tapping this card. That's 1 point. We need 2 more points. Do we need this one here this round? I don't think so, because we are not going, no. We will tap this card here. That's another point. And ooh, it's an amazing card, so maybe, yeah, we will get rid of this card here. That's our 3rd point. And now at least we have some more artillery out. I think that's okay. Yeah, I think we have to start doing something. But it's only 1 point here, but it's still a seal point. Yeah, who knows? Maybe this works out to be okay. So he's going to attack. Again, I will suck it up. That's okay. I don't know if that's a good idea, but that's okay. I will take it. Then it's back to us, and I could now decide, and I think I should. I mean, if I now activate this card, they all take a damage. He will prevent 1, right? And I think he most likely will protect. I don't know how he's protecting now, actually. I think the rules are not really clear. At least I couldn't find this thing. Maybe there is already something on the geek, actually. My played as written. When a unit or character is dealt damage, prevent 1 of that damage. And yeah, should I play it simply stupid, that we're going from left to right, or do I want to protect this card here? I mean, this is a powerful card, actually. Or again, I could simply wait. On the other hand, I could really get rid of some. But again, every action I'm playing, he's playing cards. And right now, I'm still in the lead. No, I'm passing. I'm passing. I continue to pass, because I will still most likely get the seal battle here, the seal battle down there. So that's 2 auto points, which I'm doing here. And then at the next round, we are doing some combat anyway. And then I could really start thinking about doing actual damage. Yeah, let's do that. So we will pass. He will use those guys. We will block this with our tactic. It's only tired. And then, yeah, he's still playing a card. And keep in mind, he has 3 deployment points here. So let's see about that. Greek fire pots. This can't be good, right? Order of Malta. Destroy 1 non-leader enemy with seal 0. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. And again, we are going for this bold artillery ranged thing. Yeah, of course. No, it's so bad. Which means he will go for, yeah, for this one. It's really destroy. Yeah. Do we have any response? No, we don't. No, we don't. Yeah, this one is gone. This is 2 points here, and because those guys I now have to fill in the gap, this +1 is gone too. That was truly terrible for 1 point. Are you kidding me? I mean, I couldn't have done anything against that anyway. So we are moving into the frontier phase. I mean, we are already knowing the drill. We will win here for sure. Yeah, that's another wound. It's a bit lame, actually. And we will still win there, yeah. It's still 2 points worth this one. But yeah, Birger is really hard to take, actually. Oh, that's tough. I mean, we lost 3 points here. And this is not really a problem for this one. Okay, maybe there is something I can do about that. Maybe that's okay. So we are moving into the frontier phase, well, that's into the objective phase, which is easy. He will make it to the Great Siege of Malta 2, actually. Yep, so this is out, which means as of the next round, we will have no more objective phase. So we will only do frontier phases, and we are there at the start of each round, which means bam, yeah. Let's go for it. We will definitely see some things happening now. And I mean, we have some leads here, but that's really not a lot. That's really not. We might be good here, but this was really a problem. Yeah, it really was. So let's move into round 12. Yeah, of course, he has now 4 points, 4 deployment points. We are getting rid, but this also means he's not using his guns anymore for actions. Because he wants these points now for actual points here, which means I think I was okay simply sucking up that damage up here. And then, yeah, let's move into the next round. So let's draw 2 more cards. What is this? Pierre Mehmet. And played Swords Elite to destroy 1 enemy infantry in this card's frontier. It's not terrible and it's relatively inexpensive, and that's a 2 Janissary snipers. Oh, basically, yeah, that's a sniper. That's a sniper too. Deal 1 damage to 1 enemy up to 3 row away in this card's frontier. I mean, these are both great cards, actually. But here we can really kill 1 elite. On the other hand, if we are playing this card here, we can take over the infantry for 2. What is better? Here we take... yeah, that's only a 1, actually. That's the other one is a 2. No, we will play this card now. Yeah, let's go for it. So we are playing this card. We have to come up with 2 points. That shouldn't be a problem. So here's 1 point, and I don't know. Is it this? No, we want to hold on to this. This is a great card, actually. And maybe getting rid of those converted Christians. Yeah, let's do that. So we have now used this card, take control of an enemy infantry and place it in the same frontier on your side. This is the infantry we want. We move it over. It now fights for us. Nicely done. Over to de Valette. He's not going to use his snipers, musketeers and whatnot, but not so quick. We will still check who will win there. We will win there, which means he will definitely attack, because again, he will not make it here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 7. Yeah, he will use his snipers. So we are again sucking this one up here. It's kind of a bummer. Again, we would check basically in each of those roads if he would win the might battle, and then he would basically deal some damage to us or not. Okay, what are we going to do next? And right now, I'm kind of tempted to play those red circles. It's an event, but we are allowed to destroy 1 non-leader character for only 1. That's not nothing. Destroy 1 in this card. This is also a great card. So maybe we are going to pay with this here. Yeah, why not? We need to come up with 1 resource point. Yeah. Let's take it. So we are going to use this, and we may want to kill Don Constantino here. Non-leader character. He's a character, he's not a leader. Perfect. So we are taking him out. I take that. Awesome. Back to de Valette. Here he still has a ranged unit. He could deal damage here, but where are we at? 1, 2, and 3. We only have 2. So he would win here, which means he's not going to use his ranged abilities now, if I understood this correctly. So he's going to deploy, and right now he's at 4. So he will be able to play basically everything. That's a 3. That's an event. Solo destroy 1 enemy unit. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. And again, he's going for this bar 1. So it's, again, bold, artillery, and here we have an artillery card. We don't have any bold cards here, if I recall that correctly. No, we don't. So yeah, we will take care of those battery guns here. Definitely a bummer, but something we simply have to suck up to. And then it is back to us. So maybe it's time to think about how we are doing. Those are tapped. So here he has 1.2 points here. We have 6 points. I think here we would be in a good shape simply saying, well, let's not do anything about that. The same is even true for Seal Battle. I think we will take care of this one relatively quickly. Here it's unfortunately a little bit different. So here we have 4, 6. He has 4 and 4 here on the Seal Battle. So yeah, we will both do some damage here. Of course, he will still play some cards. And the first card he's going to play will be 1, 2, 3, most likely here. So this could tip depending on what he's going to play. And down here, I mean, yeah, we already know, but that's not too bad actually. So I think we may want to pass actually. This was the card he was playing. Yeah, let's pass. So again, he will check if he's going to shoot anything. He will not, because again, he's still winning this frontier. So again, he will deploy one final time. I think there are no end of round abilities. No. So let's see. That's a 1. It's a character. He's going to play that character. He's a resilient. I think, yeah. Again, we are ignoring response effects. Yeah, I think here we were kind of lucky actually. Again, he's not a ranged unit or whatever. He simply goes into the, again, this is this priority 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. So I think we have to play Rafael Salvago, Knight of St. John, into this frontier. Then we are advancing. We are still at a 4, which, oops, you can't see it. This is still at a 4 at round 13. We are moving into the frontier phase, and now we both made it to the Great Siege of Malta, which means we will see both a might battle as well as a seal battle. And again, we will start up here at St. Elmo. Again, we have 6. He has 1, 2. This is tapped, so we are inflicting 4 points worth of damage. Here it's really the difference that we are dealing damage to. So we are already at 6 damage points, which is definitely something. And we will now go through the frontiers first before we go into the seal combat. In theory, I believe we could still simply go and do all those things, but yeah, let's really follow the rules by the book. So we are moving over to the Zanglea frontier here. Again, we have to do the math. 2, 4, 6, yeah, versus 1, 4. Again, we are victorious. I think that's not too bad. So we are doing 2 more damage point to this frontier here. And then last but not least, we are moving down to Birgu here. I think we already 1, 2, 3 versus 1, 2. So they are doing 1 damage here to Birgu, but this is much harder to get. So right now, I think here we are kind of in a good shape. Next, we are moving into the seal combat phase, and here unfortunately we are only doing 1 point of damage still, no matter what difference we have. Here we just check who has more than the other player, and unfortunately, as you can see, it's not enough. That's really kind of a bummer. So we were not able to take this frontier out, but yeah, that's how it goes. Over to Zanglea, and again we have to zoom out. I think, yeah, we have a 0 here. He has a 5, so really not a big deal. We are losing this one here, and again down here I think we are at 2, they're at 0. So again we are doing, wow, even here we are in the lead. That's really insane. And yeah, that's really the critical piece around things. I mean, having seal is not unimportant, but it's maybe only the tipping point. Really winning this frontier is by pure might. That's right now where we are kind of victorious here. I mean, this will change relatively soon. I'm pretty sure about that. He will now continue playing cards, and it will get more difficult for us to win those frontiers. I'm pretty sure St. Elmo should be ours no matter what. Zanglea is the one that's critical, but again, we only need to win 2 of those. Then we are victorious, and maybe we can focus on Birgu, even though it's much harder to achieve. But right now his forces down here are really not that difficult to beat actually. So I think, yeah, let's not give up on Birgu yet. And I believe, again, we are not doing the objective phase. We are simply skipping this. So we are pretty much moving into the next round. So I will untap all of those cards. Then we are drawing 2 more cards. So what do we get here? True Good Race, a character. Wow, a 3, and it costs 5. But that's a very powerful card. That's a pretty cool card. Let's see about that. What do we have here? Again, the Ottoman Sappers. Oh, that's so nice because again, we can simply deal damage to it to do damage to this card's frontier. That's not bad either, actually. Okay, that's cool stuff. And we are first still. And now I'm really tempted playing this guy here into the Birgu frontier. It's crazy expensive, but again, we can simply, as an action, destroy this card and play one card for free. And I mean, for 5, I think that might be worth it. So we are totally doing this. So we are getting rid of our non-combatant supporters, really provided us a hell of a lot of resource points throughout the game. But now it's really time to bring this guy out. And we will totally play it into the Birgu frontier, really upping our forces here tremendously. I think we just moved from 2 to 5, which is really insane. I take that. That's pretty cool. It was costly, but I think it might still be worth it. We are moving back to our beloved de Valette. The first thing he's going to do is to fire his musketeers again. We will suck it up. We still have 3 more life points here, so I think we should be okay. Then it's back to us, and right now I think we are still in a very good shape, so I will simply pass, which means he's now firing this ranged unit here because again he's no longer winning this frontier here, so he will fire. We will dodge this. Again, a normal player I think wouldn't do that now, but I think here in this case I really have to follow this on the other, because otherwise it wouldn't really make any sense playing this card. And then he's still going to deploy, and again this could really break our neck actually. What do we have here? Maltese women and children, and quite honestly this is a very strange, this for whatever reason seems off from a thematic point of view. I understand what they were doing. I mean, the Maltese women proved a mainstay of the defense forces, nursing the sick, carrying ammunition, cooking supplies, repairing the forts, and defending the walls alongside their children against attack. Makes perfect sense, but the artwork here is really off. So yeah, we will simply play those. That's not a ranged unit. No, they are not. So we are simply playing those here, I believe. And then yeah, we are moving directly into the frontier phase because again this was the last thing they were going to do. I'm not missing any other ranged artillery units. No, I don't think so. So here it's quite clear, right? I mean, we are still at 6. They have 1, 2, 3. So this frontier has been taken. Amazing. That's really amazing. Cool stuff. So this card is gone. So is this piece here. So we have won our first battle line here. I think this attachment is also gone. Doesn't really help him anyway. Then we are moving over to Zenglea. I think we still have 5, 7, right? Yeah, plus 2. Yeah, 5, 7 versus 4. We are still doing 3 more damage here. That's not terrible. It's really not terrible. We need 3 more to go. Oh, that's really, it will be a close call because he will start playing more powerful cards. That's really, really, really certain. And we are moving down here. They have a 2 versus our 5, right? Yeah, we are still doing 3 more damage down there too, which is cool. And then we are still doing our seal battle. Again, we can keep things simple. We will win seal here for sure. Oh, that's 1 more damage point down here, so that's a 7. And here he is winning still. Yeah, absolutely. So he is moving to 3. But that's pretty much the end of the round 13, I believe. So we're moving into round 14. He's now at 5 points, and I believe this might be already, I think, yeah, that's the maximum, because again, the most expensive cards are usually 5 or so. So yeah, let's simply do move over. I think, yeah, let's untap all of those cards, obviously, and then we are moving into the next round. Tense relations. It's a tactic. As an action until the end of the round, a Pasha gains +1 or Solo Mustafa. Okay, basically the same card that the Valette has. It's not terrible, but also not necessarily great. And here we have planting mines. That's an event. Oh, deal 2 damage to 1 frontier. Yeah, I think that might be the one actually. Okay, that's a really terrific card actually. And again, we are first, so why not go for this? I mean, I do not care at all about. So we have to come up with 2 points now. So we will take care of this, and maybe that's also pulverized. Yeah, let's get rid of this guy. So these were the 2 cards to play this event. Deal 2 damage to 1 frontier. Let's immediately do that. Unfortunately, it's not enough getting rid of Sanglea here, but we will still do it here, because even if he gets some more might points here, we might still be able to win it. So that's 7, that's 9 points worth of damage. Again, if this goes down, we immediately win the game in the frontier phase. Unless he's killing my leader first, but yeah, let's not hope that's gonna happen. Speaking about leaders though, those musketeers are going to shoot at our leader. And now I think we have to really be careful. I think for one more time, I will suck it up. But again, 2 more wounds here and we are gone. And again, if something comes up here, he will play it here. This could be another artillery, for example. So we have to be very, very careful. Yeah, I think we do have. And yeah, so they have used this. Yeah, I think so. And then it's again back to us. And we could now decide to pass, actually. Yeah, we could decide to pass. Should we? Yeah, let's pass, which means I think he's going to shoot those guys, and now I'm not 100% sure. Should I? It's really a risk, but I think I might be able, but we don't know. I mean, right now our plan is to be here, but really something terrible could come up now to our leader. I don't know if there is anything that does 2 damage to our leader immediately. Oh boy. Should we? Because again, we are losing basically 2 zeal points, which is something that we could need here, and also 1 more might point. But the might point I think is okay. The zeal point, I think that's a tie. So we are doing, I think that's okay. No, we will take that damage. So the attachment goes first. This is getting discarded. For whatever reason, I really want to hold on to my thorough preparation here, which allows me to basically prevent 1 damage. I don't know, but let's do that. And I think then he is simply going to deploy another card. He has 5 deployment points or resources, and quite honestly, this could be the game-changing card. It's an attachment. Destroy this card. Attached to a unit, it gains might +1. And I think he's going to do that here, but also honestly, I think that might not be enough. I think we may have just won this battle. Again, we have passed. He has shot all of his stuff. We have he has deployed his final card, so we are moving into the frontier phase. St. Elmo is already gone, so we are moving into here. So we have 4, 5, 7, 2, 5. That's 2 more points. We have won the game. Sanglea is gone for good. Bam, 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 bam. And yeah, we have won. Of course, we will do the same thing down here. We have 4. He has 2, so we are doing 2 more damage here. So even there, we were doing relatively good in that. So we have basically taken our second frontier, which is enough to win this game. It was a close call. I mean, our Pasha was really seriously beaten or wounded now. So that's why I really held on to my tactic card. But apart from that, at some point in time, my strategy was to go for those frontiers here. I really hope I haven't missed anything or misinterpreted some rules. One of the main reasons I believe I was successful here was because of our sheer luck when it comes down to drawing the cards. I mean, the final cards he drew, the last 2 or 3 rounds, were really actually okay for us. If this would have been an artillery or so, he really could have done immense amount of damage. Again, same thing doesn't help him. Event, remove from damage from unit or character, doesn't really help him. This one, maybe, that's really something. Yeah, destroy this card to take control of an enemy artillery card in the same frontier and place in the same frontier on your side. This may have been something that could have tipped. the tides here. Deal 6 damage. Are you kidding me? 2 Romegas captures the Sultana objective. Okay, that's for the objective. Also doesn't really help him. So I think, yeah, here's another. Also, way too late now. I think we were extremely lucky. Maybe all those powerful cards were already here. Here are the 5s and 4s. I think we were incredibly lucky in respect to our, or basically the cards that the valet drew here in this final phase of the game. And yeah, this was my solo playthrough of 1565 St. Elmo's Pay. Again, I played it only on the normal difficulty level, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4 more levels. Again, I think it doesn't really change the amount of resources. It has 5 is the maximum, but let's say if you're going to the hero level, you will have much more resources much sooner in the game, and this will completely change the game. But on the other hand, I still think even on normal it can be quite challenging if you're not as lucky as I am in respect to the card draws here. I really hope you enjoyed my little playthrough. Again, a huge shout out to all of my patrons out there. Really do appreciate your support. If you want to support my show, definitely you will find a link to my page on Patreon. You can join my community here on YouTube to support me. There is this little join button. Like and subscribe, this helps too. And yeah, really hope to see you soon in one of my other videos, and until then, bye bye.